We started to be in a high volatility. No, I don't want us. No. What is that? Hey guys, here's Miana at my place. We're gonna trade it on the quotex platform with the binary options. Gonna test it, gonna see how actually we are experienced enough or not. Let's start. And coming back at the favorite process on our starting with that 473. The first indicator gonna be the marker, and we just a little bit making that more thicker. And here's just the Schaff Trend Cycle. Just got a little bit distracted by inner thoughts, and pause if you need the numbers to get all of them correct. Here is just the super trend. Haven't been using that actually in a while, I think. And that's it. For the strategy, just that's it. And you may see how actually some kind of combination is right here. Yep. Currency pairs, biggest payouts. Look how nicely it actually looks super trend with the right setups and on the right charts, because sometimes it is just enormously big and unreadable at all. This is it. This is our chart. This is our strategy, and this is our indicators. Let's start it, guys. This is us just sliding downward, and if you check all of that indicators, you may see it perfectly. Schaff Trend Cycle being green, that means that we actually rising, but you may see that all this direction been actually showing us this is about to get downward. So that's what we actually made us about. Here we are, 10 seconds left. And we just with the perfect results, and just starting with these green candles, but actually we are not at the peak but in the middle, and quite safely getting that as well. Sliding downward again and again, a little bit playing still, but if you are a little bit insecure, you can wait for the Schaff Trend Cycle, for example. But for me, that's the peak definitely. And I just do believe that we have some space to get more downward, and it's going to be enough, because when we are in the beginning, that's perfect, but nobody knows how long this trend gonna be, and that may be, just like that, plain like that. But super trend actually is quite nicely showing us what's been going on. This is like a little bit like moving average when it's just a line on the chart, but this is just getting above it. And anyway, just as I told you, yep, we are just in the beginning. But how long that sliding gonna follow in? But I just do think that whole the chart, and you may see it that the D marker, the whole chart is getting downward. That may be the letter with these green candles, but whole chart just trying to get downward as much as it can. And it's so slow. I thought there is like 3 seconds left, but there is actually 15. Already 10. Let's pray for that. And we are just at the peak, just as I told you, and we have lots of space, but it's reaching so yes, that green candle were too quick. Again, sliding downward. Are we gonna risk it? I think yes. We are in the middle, guys, and being already on the trend, being already at the track, that's kind of risky, because nobody knows how long that's going to be, just as I told you before. But when you're already in the middle, that could be the long trend. But when you're in the middle, that could end quite soon. Let's see. I must say, I could maybe enter that with the upward trend, but I still don't have any signs that it's going to end that soon. And I would recommend MACD or oscillators with the candles, some type of indicators just like that, to see what is that the tendency, you know, in a bigger perspective. Out of that strategy, out of that indicators, the market already started to show us that it's gonna be a little bit not that perfect as we wanted, but we already detected these green candles. With the MACD, sometimes before the candles appeared, you already know that it's gonna be playing, and I don't want us to know. Some of them were we were a little bit too late, guys. We needed to enter a little bit earlier or a little bit later with the opposite trend, with the upward direction. Let's not make the same mistakes. This is the peak, and we just catch in the beginning of that trend again. And you might say, oh, this is all the same situations, but actually this is the same situations. The type of situation just like that, the beginning of the trend or the peak or the bottom. Then you're in the middle of the trend, and that's the risk, or the high volatility situation. So actually quite frequently changed candles and plus unstable indicators, and this is not the situation that we are actually looking for. Sometimes we are entering, but this is not the type of situation that we are looking for. We are looking for the change. And when you were in the beginning, this 1 minute could be actually enough to get this trend continuing and not even finishing. This is it. Yep, it's playing, it's getting maybe slowly, or even Schaff Trend Cycle. Maybe Schaff Trend Cycle is the one that can actually give us more info about, like MACD, like some oscillators with the candles, about the tendencies. But sometimes it's still, and anyway, the tendency gonna change, but the Schaff Trend Cycle just still. Again and again and again, we are at the bottom at that case. So we do expect this is kind of the peak, you know, in the downward part, and we're gonna break. So what happened with that indicators? Okay, let's ignore that. I can see the ending. This is just enough for me. Let's see. That's not the break-in. That's not the perfect jump-in. I'm a little bit like safe, I think. But anyway, we started to be in a high volatility. No. What is that? How could it be like that? Was it just like the bag, or what happened? Out of my knowledges, out of my side, I lost all of them. But if you're gonna read it with the quotex, I won all of them. I just turned off the video because I didn't get it. I don't know what actually happened. Maybe that was, sometimes it's happening like that. So this is the problem, just, you know, with the speed of the picture that you're having on your desktop. But guys, I don't know. I don't even have to evaluate that. Was it correct or was it wrong? And definitely that was the high volatility situation that we didn't want it and didn't expect that. And out of that, I could actually, let's actually count that I lost all of them. It's gonna be more easy for me, because actually what I saw that I lost all of them. And that type of strategy, again and again, is not giving you enough info about instability, you know, instability of that market. And I'm lost. I'm lost inside my thoughts. I'm just confused, and that's okay. If you leave the trading like that, even most of the time, that's fine, guys, because sometimes you just wanna, that's it.